to The Better Half. I'm Rachel Monick, and these are your better halves, and we'll introduce everyone in just a minute. But we want to let you know that today's show is all about the little ones in your life. We're talking about family, Packer families, and we've got great pictures to share. So joining me today, Rosie Sierra, Andrew Corliss's better half. Monica Good is here, Brett Good's wife, better half. But and I say good. I know a lot of people say good or good. We talked about that the last time.
I like good, but I guess we should probably be on united front. So he likes good. So I guess I'm gonna have to go there.
She's a brand new mommy.
I'm gonna have to go to the dark side.
We'll hear from her. Bria Barclay is back this week, wife of Don Barclay, and Casey Taylor joining us again on the show. Lane Taylor's wife, and like I said, they have great pictures to share. So we'll get to those. We're also going to talk about our favorite baby items. You guys brought a bunch of stuff to share. And we're going to take a look at what's hot for babies, you know, like baby stuff, books and toys and clothes and fashion. And we're making our own baby food.
Oh,
and you all get to taste it.
I was going to say, can I eat it? I'll be the tester.
You will?
Yes, I would test it out.
All right.
As long as it doesn't have any meat.
No, I don't.
I don't like pureed meat. Sounds good.
No, it doesn't sound good. No. We're going to start the show off with an announcement, a baby announcement. Take a look at this. I believe we have a little picture to show you. And Bria, take it away.
Oh.
We are expecting our second little one.
Yay!
Due March 13th of 2016. So
Yay!
Congratulations.
very excited.
Yeah. And you don't
Very
know if
excited.
it's a boy or girl?
No, we tried, but it's being stubborn. So we wait another
And you
month.
look great.
Thank you.
Considering, you know, how far
Thanks.
you are.
I try to hide everything I can.
You do a good job.
So Cooper's going to have
So
a
Cooper's
baby
gonna be a
sister?
big brother.
Yes, okay.
Him and our dog's gonna be a
Do you
big
want
brother.
a boy or a girl? What
I
does-
don't care. It doesn't matter.
And
to
what does
me.
he
Just a
want?
healthy baby.
He doesn't care. He says if we have a girl, he's done because he can't take the chance of having another kid and having a girl and being outnumbered in the house. So if that's the case, I'm hoping for a boy.
So he really understands what's about to happen.
Yes,
His whole
he
world
totally
is about to get
understands.
It's going to be a
turned
takeover.
upside down. Yeah.
That's awesome. Well, congratulations.
Thank you
Thanks
very
for
much.
sharing the
Thank
news.
you, thank
you
you.
feeling okay?
Yeah, I feel great. I feel awesome. I haven't been sick or anything, so
That's
it's
fantastic.
been a nice pregnancy.
What's
I
your
know some of those mothers
what's your
hate
favorite
me.
food?
I haven't had any
Cravings?
cravings.
I didn't have cravings till a little bit later.
Mine used
have
to
any
be
no?
pickles. I used to
either.
have a pickle craving.
Mine was watermelon. I'd sit and eat an entire watermelon.
Oh gosh.
Well, that's at least good for you.
I
But
thought
it's not like
so.
cheese
That's
fries.
better-
or
yeah.
Or ice cream.
Mine was hot Cheetos. So.
Oh. Yeah, I like hot stuff too.
Yeah, with her
I have never heard that one
yeah.
That is hilarious.
Well, we also have some baby pictures of, I think, the guys and their better halves.
Yes, that's Lane. And my daughter looks just like him too.
They do what they do best, which
I
is
know.
sleep, right?
Yeah, that's Riley and Lane. She looks nothing like me and everything like her father.
Of
So,
course, her picture looks a little bit cuter, though.
oh, and that's me.
Oh, Casey, you're adorable.
See, she looks nothing like
She
me.
looks, yeah, sorry.
She does.
She does.
Yeah.
She looks like Daddy.
Yep.
That's Drew. That's Andrew.
That is so funny.
Yeah,
He's got the
he's been
sideways.
fly since he was born.
I was gonna say,
That's
that's
him
Shane.
too. Yes, that's him too. He used to have actually like a brownish, like golden color hair, and I guess they said it turned dark brown as he got older. But that was his hair.
Adorable.
Yeah, it was like a blondish color.
And there's your boy.
No, that's me.
That looks just like Aiden.
That's me.
Yeah, Aiden looks
I thought
just
it was
like her.
Aiden.
No,
Insert
everyone
foot in
always
the-
said that Drew looked, you know, Aiden
Oh
looks
my
like Drew, but I
gosh.
found this picture. I don't have many pictures, but I found that one. And honestly, I had sneakers on and a jumpsuit. It was everything for them to put me in that dress.
Even
It
the
does
way
look like
you're
him right
standing.
And the smile
And
and
the
everything.
smile.
I
Everything.
told everyone he's my split image. I wore my hair out just like
I've
him.
been telling y'all.
No one listened, and then I found this picture out of the woodworks, and then I'm like,
right.
boom.
I'm so glad you found that picture. Oh, that was so great.
That's Donnie.
Trying to put on his hat.
Yeah, trying to put on the hat. That's probably about the size Cooper is. Donnie was a little bit punchier than Cooper is right now, but he definitely gets his height from his father, not his mother. And that's me.
Oh, you're somewhere under that dress.
Yeah, somewhere. Yeah. I don't know what my mother was thinking.
Yeah, is
back
that your
then.
natural
adorable.
color?
That's a pretty dress.
I was
It
like,
could've
if
been
I
better.
have a daughter, I pray I never make
Look,
her
it
go
could have
through
been
what
like
my mom put
mine.
me
She
through.
thought it was Aiden's.
Oh, you're adorable. Oh, that's Brett. I really didn't have very many baby ones of him.
And which one is he? The blonde?
He's on the right.
Oh, okay.
He's the blonde.
Blonde
yes.
head, okay, yeah.
Yes. And
Looks
that's
like a
his
little
brother.
kid model.
Oh, and that's his brother. That's a great
And that's
picture.
me. Like I tell people, we were kind of, by the time the second child came along, my mom didn't have as many baby pictures of me. She was like, whatever. We were kind of poor, so I think she like ran by JCPenney's on this one, and we got one. But there's Jackson.
Wow.
Um,
I told you.
I think he looks a lot like my baby pictures.
He has the best eyes. So
He does
cute.
have beautiful eyes.
Yeah, they're like really bright and blue. Gorgeous.
He has his dad's nose, I think, and my lips, but those eyes, I don't know where they came from.
He is
A mixture.
Yeah.
And the pictures that you post, they're just all so adorable. He's very photogenic. What's been the toughest part of being a new mom?
Oh my gosh. It's so cliche, but the lack of sleep, I have to say. I mean, no one can really prepare you for how hard it all is, but it's the most rewarding thing in the world. But some days you just don't even feel like yourself because you're in those days, you know.
And the greatest joy?
Yes, absolutely. Probably just now he's starting to smile, and you know that's like a real smile, that he recognizes you a little bit more, and I mean, just melts your heart, and starting to laugh.
And his image or his vision is clearer now.
Yes.
He
You
can
feel
see
more
faces.
connected. Like
He
he
knows
looks right
Mom.
at you.
Yeah.
Yes. And then he's just like seeing all his milestones. Like he doesn't even want to be laid down. He just wants to walk, I swear. He doesn't even want to crawl. I think he's only 3 months, but he just bounces and he wants to be upright all the time.
Just right, yeah.
to see him like be
I know,
so
right?
alert, and they change. Like,
Once he does start walking, you'll be like, please, lay
Yeah,
down.
just sit down.
Yeah. Well, we get to later in the show visit Jackson's nursery. So
Yes.
that's coming up. And also, we've got to do a little cooking. Amy Hanton, the cooking mom, is in the kitchen with a kid-friendly recipe.
Oh yeah, Rachel. Hey ladies, I'm going to show you how to make one of my kids' favorites, mac and cheese minis. You actually make homemade mac and cheese in muffin tins. This will be a hit, I promise. So stick around, the recipe's next. You're watching The Better Half. Welcome back, everybody. You are watching The Better Half. I'm Amy Hanton, also known as The Cooking Mom, and I have a really fun kid-friendly recipe that all you moms out there and dads I think will really love. Bria, your son Cooper, I know, is starting to eat a lot of people food. And
Yes, he does love macaroni and cheese, and he likes anything he can eat on the go.
Well,
so anything that he
perfect.
doesn't have to sit and eat, we're good to go.
So I'm going to show you guys how to make mac and cheese minis. This is a recipe I came up with. It's super fun. I think when I first made homemade mac and cheese, I was super intimidated. But now, you know, my kids won't even eat the box stuff.
craft.
And this is a fun way to do it in mini muffin tins, so you can eat it on the go. Kids can pick it up with their hands, but it also just looks really, really cute. And it bakes up in like no time flat. So you're going to get your muffin tins, and this is going to make 12 mini mac and cheeses. So spray them really well with cooking spray, Bria. And then I'm going to have you coat, just lightly dust. These are just dried Italian breadcrumbs. So yeah, throw a little handful or two of each, and then kind of shake it around so we can get rid of the extra breadcrumbs. So we just have enough breadcrumbs to coat the tin so that the mac and cheese little cups won't stick.
Gotcha.
Okay, so over here I'm going to take 2 eggs. And I'm always trying to come up with kid-friendly, fun recipes like this. That just make, you know, cooking fun and dinner time fun. I mean, when you say to the kids when they're walking in from school, you know, they say, I'm starving, what are you having for dinner tonight? And you say, macaroni minis, they're going to be all in for that. And kids love to cook. Have you gotten Cooper into the kitchen yet?
He thinks he cooks, but he just makes messes.
That's okay. That's okay. That's a
That's
good
okay.
start.
It entertains him, so it's
Absolutely,
perfect.
and I always say it's really important to have a drawer in your kitchen with that's perfect, by the way. And any excess breadcrumbs you can just kind of toss out. We don't want too many in there. So we just want a light coating like that. There you go, perfect. Okay, so then we've got some cooked warm macaroni noodles. And this is kind of like a dump and go recipe. A couple
Sounds good to
tablespoons
me.
of butter, some cream cheese, or sour cream, I should say, a little bit of salt and pepper. So yeah, go ahead and grind some of that in there. And if your kids don't do black pepper, you can just leave it out, not a big deal. Just a pinch of salt. And I'll have you kind of mix that together with a little bit of the cheese. And we're going to save some cheese for the top, and then just a little, and this is optional, you don't have to do this, just it's going to add a little hint of flavor. This is just Dijon mustard. You're not really going to be able to taste it in the macaroni and cheese at all.
Never seen that before.
Just a little bit, or you could use dry mustard or leave it out altogether. So in with our beaten eggs, we're going to add 1.5 cups of milk. And then we're just going to toss the whole thing together. Okay, so our eggs and our milk, there we go. Perfect. And it looks like it's a little bit liquidy right now, but those that macaroni noodles, those are really going to absorb the liquid, and so it'll still be nice and creamy. I don't like really dry mac and cheese. Everybody likes it a little bit creamy. Perfect. Okay, that's exactly what you're looking for. All right, so now we're going to take our muffin tins. Yep. And I'm just going to scoop some of the mixture in each one of these little tins. Preheat the oven to 350, 375, somewhere in there. Everybody's oven is a little bit different, so you know your own oven. And these bake out in less than 20 minutes, so they're really quick, which is great.
Perfect for like
Aren't they
party,
fun?
like
yeah,
a kid's birthday party or
Okay,
something?
I still love mac and cheese, so adults love these too. In fact, this is really on trend, serving mac and cheese like minis like these at weddings as an hors d'oeuvre, or to go along with the steak, or you could certainly get fancy and add some bacon in here, or some little lobster or crab, and do kind of make more of an adult version. To dress it up a little bit. I like it just as is. Now, one of my favorite things about mac and cheese, homemade, is the topping. So we're gonna just do a little extra cheese on top of each one of these.
Okay.
And then for the crispy, kind of crumbly topping, these are panko breadcrumbs. So yeah, just use your fingers and just sprinkle a little of that on top. You could also use just crushed up croutons or regular Italian dried breadcrumbs. I love the panko though. It gives a nice, kind of that crispy top. So this is going to make, like I say, a dozen of these little cups. And come back with me to the oven. They bake up just perfectly. And I'm trying to come up with more and more fun recipes that you do in muffin tins. I also do mini meatloafs in muffin tins. I do little mini omelets in muffin tins. Lots of desserts, of course, besides cupcakes in muffin tins that you can do. So aren't they fun?
They look so much better, like a little muffin.
I know.
They're so much more fun.
They're
Kids
so
love fun
cute.
things
They're
to
so
eat.
cute. This same recipe, though, you could certainly bake into a little casserole dish. So you just run the knife around, and then they look really pretty on a platter like this. So it's perfect for a kid's birthday party. And I have a ton of really fun, easy
love it.
recipes and ideas like this in both of my cookbooks and also on my website, which is thecookingmom.com. So yeah, I can't wait for the ladies to try these. I think
Yeah,
what's
you talk
not
about
to
kids,
love?
But I'm an adult, and I'm like, this
I
is gonna
know.
go for my party.
Dive right in. You can't go wrong whether an adult or a kid party with mac and cheese. So, Brea, thanks for cooking with me.
Thank you. I can't wait to try them.
Yeah, homemade baby food is what we're making later on. And right now, coming up next, the ladies are going to talk about some really cute baby fashions. Rachel, ladies?
Every adult in this room wants one of those. So kid friendly, yes, but the parents will love them too. It smells so good in here. Tara Bratz is here. She has a place called With Child in Kohler. Welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me.
And she brought all these beautiful things. Have you guys been shopping?
I haven't yet.
Mentally, I've already got tallied up.
You're going to take one of these and one of those and one
For
of these.
sure.
What is hot for babies?
Well, Sophie is a favorite in our store. It's one of our best sellers, and since it's so popular, people are wanting to get more.
Well, let's show people who don't know what Sophie is. This is Sophie.
The
She's
best.
You
Oh
use
yes,
this?
yes. Riley, I had 4 of them.
What
We
is
kept
it
losing
about
them.
this giraffe
what is
that's
it?
so popular?
Sophie is made in France, and she has something for all of the baby's senses. She smells a little like vanilla. She squeaks, and
She's great for teething.
She's great for teething. Babies can get her legs back by the molars, and I think she's very easy for them
And
to
she's
grasp.
cute. She's cute too. Yeah, you take a look at that since you don't know. But Sophie has a new line.
So now Sophie has her own line. She has books, she has teethers, she even has wooden toys, which are really popular. Great items for Christmas.
Yeah, look at how cute this is. And I mean, kind of grows with baby too, right? For the toddlers. Let's talk about the onesies that are right next, because who doesn't love a onesie and a gown?
My kid lives in Kiki pants. Yeah.
Kiki Pants is a newer line for us. It's a fabulous material. It's so soft. And they make convertible gowns, which are really convenient for diaper changing. And they have beautiful patterns. and a few solids
It's
as
so
well.
cute. And what's the brand again?
It's called Kiki Pants.
And Jackson's already
Yeah. I mean,
fashionista?
I have I haven't seen this pattern, but I'm going to be getting it. But yeah, it's amazing because they can be pajamas, but especially for newborns, they can also be their outfit.
Absolutely.
And I even want it for myself. Do they make adult Kiki pants?
They don't.
No.
They
Not
go up to
yet, but
toddler.
there's an idea.
Because that fabric is just to die
It's
for.
Yeah, it's really
wonderful
comfy.
material.
All right, moving on, we have these onesies, a little more whimsical.
This is an adorable line. There are tons of sayings and they're just funny. I thought the copy and paste was cute for twins. It's an easy gift to pick up anytime for someone who's pregnant or a brand new baby.
And the little socks, the baby socks in front, I've done that for a gift too for babies.
Oh, yeah.
Because they're so
Yeah.
darn cute.
They make every outfit look even cuter. They're
Yeah, we had those.
little socks that look like shoes and they really stay on.
So
you buy
cute.
them in a little box with 6 different colors. They're adorable.
They're adorable.
Your girl had some of those, Casey?
Oh yeah, she had a lot of different colors.
Yeah. Sometimes they come in a whole, you can get a
Yep,
whole
that's what
set
they
of them.
did.
The hats are my favorite on the table.
This is a line called Daisy Baby. They make adorable hats for babies all the way up to size 8, so you can even put your bigger
Wow.
children
Thank
in
you
them.
for saying that.
Yeah.
'Cause I like those, and I have a 7-year-old, so she might be able to wear one of those. And the bag?
This is Petunia Picklebottom's newest bag. They're probably most known for their boxy backpack, but this is the all-together tote. It has the wipeable fabric still, but has a little bit of leather on the handles, and it actually comes with a pack that's removable for easy on-the-go
Very
travel.
nice.
This is my favorite part.
Yes,
Yeah.
I have this.
And let's take a real quick look before we run out of time. The clothes here, very fancy, a little
my
princess in
goodness.
your life. And these Petty Ped shoes, we lived in those. Not me, but my daughter.
They're the best. I actually have Robies shoes on the babies and then Petty Peds on the big girl, but this is a little holiday fashion. Leather is in right now for adults, and they're even popping it in with the babies, so you can,
So
I guess you
cute.
can't really see. The little guy has leather patches and
yeah.
a little pocket.
Oh, so cute.
He's wearing his amber necklaces.
He's all set, all decked
Perfect.
out. Let people know where With Child is
With
located.
Child is in Kohler, in the shops at Woodlake.
Yeah, so I mean, really halfway between Green Bay and Milwaukee, and I know you've been there already shopping, so.
Yes.
It's my turn.
I always stop by every time I'm in Kohler. It's fabulous.
Tara, thank you so much.
Thanks for having me.
Go check out With Child. Coming up, a very frank talk about life after baby. We'll be talking with a doctor coming up next on The Better Half. Welcome back to The Better Half. You know, today's show is all about babies, and we're talking pregnancy too. It can be a great experience for many mothers. It can also be very challenging, especially after baby is born. There's a lot of questions, and joining us this morning from Bellin Health Generations is Dr. Valerie Guess. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Okay, so we're talking about all things after having baby.
Yes.
And one of those things is the decision we have to make about breastfeeding.
Absolutely. So most experts agree that breastfeeding is the best thing that you can do for your baby. It gives them the best head start. Colostrum, which is what's produced immediately after birth, helps provide baby with extra antibodies, lots of nutrient-dense calories, and exactly what your baby needs starting out.
There can be a lot of issues that happen that don't make breastfeeding very easy, though.
Exactly. Dry, cracked nipples, painful latching. All of those are things that you should work with a lactation consultant, work with your pediatrician, or work with your obstetrician about trying to come up with solutions to help.
I remember when I had my first kid, I don't know about you guys, but that was like the topic of conversation.
Yeah, I agree. I would see when it was like time to feed, I'd be like, I'd just like have to bear myself, and then I'd see like stars, and then you know as the process. And then I remember my mom keeps saying, after like 2 weeks, you know, like you'll get used to it. And I'm like, how am I ever gonna get used to this? But I did. We survived.
Yeah.
Somehow it starts to go away.
Yeah, it does.
It starts to heal, or you know, I guess toughen up a little bit.
Yeah. You start to kind of get callous.
So when you have your second one, is it like a restart, or have you
Yeah,
already
I wondered
kind
that
of
too.
like?
You know what to expect,
Yeah.
and you know some of the tips and tricks from your first baby so that it's not as bad
Okay.
the second time around.
Now let's talk about a different body change. That sometimes our belly doesn't go away right away, and there's different
Yeah.
reasons for that, right?
Yeah, absolutely. So the uterus, right after you deliver, only comes down to about the level of the belly button. So it looks like you're still about 5 months pregnant. That slowly shrinks down down over the next several weeks. However, some women will develop diastasis, so a separation of those muscles.
What can you do about that?
Don't do crunches.
Don't do crunches.
Yes. Okay, it can make it worse. Twist my arm. It can make it worse. Yes. Really, what you want to do is talk to your obstetrician, and they can refer you to physical therapy. We have great physical therapists at Bellin who work with women who have diastasis to help re-heal those muscles so that it doesn't continue to be a problem in the future.
Huh. Don't do crunches.
Yeah. Hey, that's fine with me.
I mean, eventually you'll be able to do crunches again.
Once the diastasis is healed, go back to your regular
doctor
exercise.
said I can't work out. So.
Yeah. I think it was a general thing. Is it about 6 weeks you're supposed to wait to work out in general?
So it really depends on what type of delivery you had, how your recovery is going, and things like that. Your body will tell you what you're ready to do.
Okay.
Speaking of working out, we were talking before we came during the break, and we don't do jumping jacks anymore because we've had babies. Incontinence can be a problem.
Absolutely. So after you've had a baby, the stretching of the pelvic floor, it can happen immediately after baby and resolve, and it can come back, or it can stay persistent. There are lots of exercises you can do. Once again, physical therapy to rebuild those muscles is extremely helpful. And doing things like Kegels, but you have to do your Kegels correctly. And a lot of women think they're doing their Kegels, but really they're just kind of squeezing their butt muscles.
Oh,
so,
nice. Oh,
maybe that's my problem.
Well, it's a frank discussion, but it's one that we've all had. If we've had babies or we're going to have babies. So thank you so much.
Gladly.
Dr. Gass from Bellin Health Generations.
Thank you.
Appreciate you being here. You're watching The Better Half, and we'll be right back. We actually got to go inside one of the Better Halves' homes to see the nursery. We got to see Jackson's nursery and take a look. Introducing Jackson Wyatt. We are in his nursery, and it is so beautiful, and Monica has spent a lot of time making it just right. Hi.
Hi.
Thanks for bringing us in to see the nursery. It's so beautiful. Did you have fun putting it together?
I did. It was a labor of love, but it was kind of something to do while I was anticipating this little one.
What was your inspiration?
Well, I used a lot of Pinterest and a lot of the kind of decor magazines for even just your home are using a lot of brass and grays, and so I thought, well, I'm having a little boy, but I still want it to be soft, and so I kind of put this together with the grays and the silvers and golds and the brass elements and the hardware and things like that.
It's neutral, but it still has a pop.
Yes.
And I love that. So you got the main crib is from Pottery Barn.
Yes.
And look at this, even his initials custom made.
And that's what's nice
beautiful
about Pottery Barn. I mean, this crib was only $375 on sale. I just kind of waited for something to go on sale, and it was gray, perfect for what I needed. And then you can customize everything. And I think I even got the crib sheet possibly at Target. This was actually from Walmart. And I think IKEA has the exact same one. And we just changed out the the hardware, and then we put these
cute
custom
little baskets
from Pottery Barn, and I think it looks custom.
It does look like a custom piece. And you already had furniture like this.
Yes.
You did the same thing, repainted?
Yes, and new hardware makes everything fresh and new, and Brett sanded it down and painted it. I don't even think you have to sand it. There's things out there that you can do without sanding.
I think one of the big things that makes this a designer nursery is your designer touches, the fabrics and the...
Yes. So we got those from Etsy. They're wall decals, and it's basically you can add wallpaper or anything to a room, and it's removable. So we decided just to do a little banner on there, and I think it's a perfect little touch. I spray painted those from one of my showers, that baby, and then I got that stuff at Hobby Lobby. And these are custom drapes. If I spent money anywhere, I would say it was on the drapes. That's a little touch from home because I wanted him to have something from Arkansas. Some of our favorite books up there, and I just use Pottery Barn catalogs to learn how to do my shelves.
I have to say that one of my favorite elements in the room is another thing that came from your shower.
These are those galvanized, you'll see them all the time at Hobby Lobby, and they're galvanized just letters, and I spray painted them gold, but they used them at my shower because it was a rustic theme.
So overall, how are you feeling about how the room came together?
I love it. I love it. There's still some things I want to do, maybe possibly a pop of color, something like that, but you can just keep adding to it. It's not perfect right now. I think as he grows and he learns what he loves, we'll add some of those personal touches to it.
I got to hold baby. It's a beautiful room. And one thing we didn't touch on in that piece was the pictures of the animals that you have over his crib. You did that on a budget.
I did, because I saw Restoration Hardware is just, they have phenomenal things, but they were $200 a piece and there were 6 of them. Yeah. So I just found on Etsy those prints that were similar of those little baby animals. And then Wayfair, I think I got just some gold frames.
It was perfect. So, really beautiful room.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
And now the ladies are going to share some of their favorite baby things. And what did you bring?
Okay, this is going to seem gross, and Brett actually dry heaved the first time I used it. So, but it cannot get to your mouth. But you suck all of their, snot and mucus that they have, because in the middle of the night when you have a baby that
can't breathe,
it's scary, and it also keeps them up.
So
and
how
you
does
want
it work?
them to sleep. So you just put it over their little nostril and then suck. And it comes like up to about here, and you'll get all of this stuff that the little aspirators cannot get. I mean, it's a miracle. I'm telling you. When you're desperate, you will do it as a mom.
I did not know about those. Did you use it?
It's awesome.
And it was my number one thing all my friends told me you had to have.
Okay.
So, books. I mean, I love books, but this is like his first little Bible. And this one's like where you can write a memory a day, so you're not overwhelmed. Just one little thing a day. I love monogramming. I'm from the South, so like he doesn't wear this anymore. It's so cute. And then I brought him home in this. But I'll always keep that. And then Brett loves Johnny Cash and some of the old school country. And I found this. It's 6 months, but I can't wait for him to wear it. Just vintage tees.
Adorable. Yeah. And one of the things that Jackson sleeps in actually is Bria's favorite thing.
Yes.
What is it?
It's the Rock and Play, and it's just a little rocker type thing. And when the baby goes in, it kind of almost swaddles them. I think they're almost taking the place of bassinets these days. Yeah. And it's really easy, when we traveled all the time, you could just fold it up, stick it in your car, take it wherever you went, and he always slept in it right next to our bed. And he slept perfect in it. Like, he pretty much slept in it until he started like flipping out of it. And now my son doesn't sleep, and I'm like, do you make those rockers like
in a bigger size?
So that was perfect. And then the other thing was our baby Einstein. It plays some music and lights up. We always kept this on his crib, and it was
so it attaches to the crib?
Yeah, so it attaches to the crib, and we kept it in there until he tried like climbing on it, like to get out of the crib, so we had to take it out.
Oh, I'm gonna need that.
But
does it light up?
Yes, it lights up. It plays music, and it plays like the waves. You can do the night light or no night light, and it's awesome. Like, if he would wake up as soon as you push the button, he would go right back to sleep. So highly recommend.
Now that's worth all the money in the world.
Yeah, it's awesome.
And you brought a baby carrier.
I did.
Casey, tell us about this.
It's my number one investment.
It's a Tula?
It's called a Tula. Yep, the brand. It's amazing. Briley still fits in it. She's 2 years old. I back carry her a lot.
Could you wear it on the front or the back?
Yep, you can wear both.
Okay.
Yep, and they just fit right in. You just put the little shoulder straps on, and then you
like a backpack.
Yep, and then they just fit right there. And there's a little head.
And it's adorable. It's got a cute fabric.
I love
too.
it. I have like 4 of them. So.
Oh my God.
Awesome.
Yeah,
you have 4 of them. In it.
Different prints.
Okay.
But yeah, I love it. Yeah,
and it
she
doesn't
still
hurt your
fits in
back
it,
or anything?
So. Not at all. No, not at all.
Did you get a baby carrier?
I do, but I don't have that one. I have the Ergo Baby, and I like it. I like it okay.
I just really love how cushy and stuff the straps are.
Yeah, mine is not this cute.
Yeah,
because Cooper has grown. Well, Cooper busted out of ours.
Yeah, this one fits up to like 40
He's climbing out of the cribs. He's falling out of his
breaking
basket.
everything.
He's a mess.
What else did you
And
bring?
then this is just a cloth diaper because we cloth diaper Briley at home. So it's just like a little sew-in thing. And then this is a wet bag. It's waterproof on the inside, so whenever she dirties a diaper, I could just throw it in there and then take it home and throw it in the wash.
What I like about the cloth diapers, besides the environmental impact, is the prints you can get are so adorable.
They're so cute, I know. And they're so easy to wash, and
Now,
we love
do
it.
you just wash the insert or the whole diaper?
Nope, I throw the whole thing in the washer, including the bags, so that.
They've really made it easier than people think, huh?
Yeah, it's super easy.
What's this?
And then, so my daughter has eczema, and I tried everything on the market that has the eczema name on it. I tried everything. Nothing would work. I finally went to So Baby in Green Bay and bought this stuff, and it's just a hydrating ointment it's called by Baby Peeboo, I think it's
And I'll say it cleared up the cradle cap that Jackson had.
Yeah,
you use this too?
Yeah.
Overnight.
Did you ladies talk amongst yourselves?
No,
Is
I
that
just
how you
happened to
check it out?
go, a new baby store in Green Bay, we're going to
Yeah.
flock to
Of
it.
course.
So.
Yeah. And this is my favorite headband that she has for the Packers. I got it from my friend
Adorable.
Lindsay. So.
Yeah, maybe you should wear that. That's cute.
I don't know about that, but Briley does look cute in
That
it.
is adorable. Where did you get that cream? Because people are going to ask.
This is So Baby.
Okay.
It's new. It's on
It's right by Target on Ridge.
Ridge.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. We'll check it
They
out.
have a whole line of diaper, ointment, and lotions and stuff.
Great stuff, ladies. How about we do some cooking later? We'll make some baby food and taste
Yum.
that. And we're going to sit down with Rosie coming up. You're watching The Better Half. Welcome back to The Better Half. We're going to share Rosie's story from over the summer. If you follow her on social media, then you probably know that Rosie was expecting a baby. She was pregnant this summer and tragically lost her baby at full term.
yes.
Yeah. And Rosie, I know you wanted to share your story because you're hoping to turn this tragedy in your life into a positive for other people. So
Yes.
why don't you tell us a little bit about what happened to you?
Okay, so towards the end of last season, I actually found out I was 5 weeks pregnant. So I didn't want to say anything because I'm always, with my first one, I actually didn't, I was in college, so I just kept it, you know, personal. And so when we finished the second trimester testing, everything was fine. We did our maternity, you know, our announcement pictures, and, you know, we did the whole thing, the whole shirts and signs, and, you know, and then we thought that would be a great way to announce it, is with the pictures. And then that was our baby shower that we had in Philadelphia. We chose Philadelphia so that way his family and my family can come together and celebrate it together.
I remember seeing those pictures when you posted them, thinking you
Yes.
looked so beautiful.
Yeah.
And you knew it, you were carrying a girl.
I was having a baby girl. We knew the name, but we never told anyone because we wanted to surprise them. And I always said, for me, we named Aiden after he was born. But this time we actually picked the name, but we were still going to name her after she was born. Because you never know, they come out looking, you know, a certain way, and you're like, that name doesn't work.
I liked what you called her though when you were carrying her.
Princess
Q.
Yes,
Yeah,
Princess Q. And so with my pregnancy, it was a normal pregnancy. There was no signs. She wasn't unhealthy. I even did the high-risk test just because different states do different things. And in Florida, my doctor just does it because I don't have much of a history. My family, it's pretty like broken up. So he did that since I don't know any like genetic issues or anything.
So
in
you
the
just
future.
wanted to be careful.
Yeah. And
so you carried for 9 months.
Yes, I was. They measured me 38 weeks when she was born. I was actually 39. So I could have gotten induced, but I, you know, said I was having some pains, and you know, it was ignored, and they ignored it as contractions. So for me as a mother, I knew they weren't just contractions. I was contracting, I was dilating, everything like that. So they schedule everything based on their, you know, appointments. So they scheduled me for the following week. That same day I went into labor. And I had her and then found out that she passed. So it was hard for me because you deal with a lot of people saying they have miscarriages and stillbirth, but my situation, it was hard to say it was a stillbirth because she initially died from the umbilical cord. And I learned that there's actually something called umbilical cord compression. And they call it stillbirth sometimes if the baby dies inside versus baby dying outside, but it's still like a stillbirth. That's just their general saying. And so it's hard for me to accept that when I had a perfectly healthy pregnancy. You know, I did everything right.
We can't even imagine the pain that you and Andrew and your family went through.
It was during camp too, so it was tough.
Yeah, and like I said, you're trying to turn it into a positive, and we want to let people know about the foundation that you named after your daughter.
Yeah, we wanted to find a way to turn tragedy into a positive because we're Christians, and we believe everything has a purpose, and we do know that she served the purpose.
And her name?
Her name is Ariel Cecilia Corliss. I actually got her tattooed on my wrist, so it's like Aiden and Ariel.
And now there's a foundation with her name.
Yes, and it is the Ariel Cecilia Corliss Foundation. And I actually did it myself. I wanted to do it myself because it has so much more meaning for me, and I know the only person that can do it right is Andrew and I. So we both did it. It's actually licensed. It's an Inc Corp. And so I want to raise awareness for mother's instincts because I feel that that's number one. If you feel that you're not getting the necessary attention that you need, then go somewhere else and get a second opinion. It won't hurt. If you're coming off as dramatic, so be it. That dramatic moment can save a life.
And how can people get in touch with the foundation?
We actually have the website and the email as well, which is info@the Ariel Cecilia Corliss Foundation.org, which is the same as the website, the Ariel Cecilia Corliss Foundation.org. And we also, the purpose of the foundation is to raise awareness for any type of loss, not just stillbirth, also miscarriages, SIDS, everything. And the foundation also, I want to help people cover expenses for services, because you plan to have a child with insurance already. You don't plan on having to bury her.
So that's where some of the money from
Yes.
the foundation will
and
go.
also, I also want to give scholarships to siblings who lost.
All right.
That's sweet.
Yes, because you can't forget about them. My issue was having a baby in heaven and a baby here, because you have to remember you're still a mother,
Right.
and you have to love them because they're also hurting. So
Absolutely.
that he was my strength.
Well, know that you have a circle of support around you here with
Thank
all
you.
these women, and we'll put that information on the Better Half Facebook page so that people can get in touch with
Thank
the
you.
foundation. Thanks for sharing your story.
Thank you.
And we'll be right back.
Welcome back, everybody. I'm Amy Hanton, also known as the Cooking Mom. We've been talking about babies this whole show, so now it's time to make some baby food. Bria's going to help us out, and this is a good friend. This is Angie Schubert. She is a local Green Bay mom, mother of twins, with a newbie on the way.
Yep.
So congratulations, Ange.
Thank you.
She's got this little baby bump. So, Angie, I got to be totally honest. My kids are a little bit older. Never even thought about making baby food, but I did really feel guilty and grossed out feeding the jarred food. I mean, the kids ate it, but I was like gagging feeding it to them, and I knew that it wasn't really the best. I know it's come a long way, and now there's better baby food out there.
Definitely.
But it's not that hard to make your own, and so
That
much
was-
better.
The thing for us was it was cost savings. I didn't have to load them up and go to the store to actually purchase baby food. I could just make it at home. And if you take, I used to take maybe an hour a night and just bulk make it, pop it in the freezer, and then I was good for a couple weeks. So it's worth it. And I'll show you a couple little shortcuts to make it even easier, so.
Yeah, the thing is, you can do it with the food you're eating at home
Yes.
anyway, which is nice. Baby food's
Exactly.
not cheap.
No.
It really adds up. And like I said, I always kind of felt guilty about,
Giving them that food.
Yeah, because I wouldn't eat it.
I wouldn't eat it.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so get us started here.
All right, so we're going to do an apple one. So if you want to start chopping up the apple into just dices, and I leave the peels on when I buy organic apples, because then I'm fine with the
You're
peels.
fine. Okay, so organic apples are important though if you're going to leave the peels on.
Yep.
Okay, so we're also going to put Bria to work, and she's
Yes.
going to work. So we're going to do a few different types of baby food: an apple, a sweet potato.
Yep.
I see beets over there. So
Yes.
just a dice on this.
Yep. So
Okay.
she's going to start our sweet potato and mango one, which I think as your kids, and it is good. That's the thing, is if you don't want to eat it, you really shouldn't be feeding it to your children. And start them out here, and then as they get used to this food, you can start adding in different spices and different seasonings, or pureeing I used to make tofu pot pie because we're vegetarian, and I'd puree that, as they got older, and they ate it, so they're really good eaters now.
Yeah, Angie's boys eat just about anything, and it's fantastic. You got to start them out with it, though.
Exactly.
So, all right, I'm gonna anything over these apples once I get them diced up.
Yep, you just want to cover them with water,
Okay.
just to the top,
Okay.
and then drop in a couple cloves, and that's going to season our apples.
Okay.
And while those are going, and you're a good peeler.
Thanks.
Peeling
You're
there.
hired. You can come cook with me anytime, Bria.
These are
I was going to hire you for my house.
Oh, it's a good trade. Okay, so basically bring this to a boil.
Yep,
Until
and
they
then
get really soft.
You're just going to simmer them for like 20 minutes
Okay.
until they're nice and soft.
Okay.
And then real quick here, a lot of people start with rice or the different baby food cereals. That's not totally necessary, and two of the best that you can start them with are avocados and bananas.
Really?
And it's as easy as putting them in a bowl and mashing it up with a fork.
Really?
Yep. Or dicing them real small and letting them feed them
Together or
themselves.
separately?
It doesn't matter. However they'll eat it.
Okay.
Just because it's a nice, soft, nutrient-dense food.
And they're so good for you.
So good
So
and
you
easy
skip
to
the whole
digest.
cereal thing?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
And just did, and check with your doctor about that,
Oh,
of
yeah,
course.
there's
But
lots of
avocado and
different-
banana. So okay. So if you dice up I'll
Oh, you
work on the
want-
potato.
okay. Yep,
Okay.
sorry.
Just want that. No, you're fine.
One of the cheats is you can either get your sweet potatoes. I mean, you're going to save money if you do it this way. Otherwise, you can buy them already pureed in the frozen section.
Oh.
And this is organic, so it's going to save you a little time and be just
Okay.
as healthy.
Or otherwise, are these going in the pan here?
Yep,
Okay.
exactly.
Okay. I'll chunk this up.
Same with this. You can, especially this time of year, buy organic pumpkin. And the only thing you have to make sure is on this ingredient, all it is pumpkin.
Okay.
Some
You don't
of them
want
will
this
be
stuff with the
pumpkin
sugar and all that. 'Cause
sugar.
I'm going to get a bigger knife because
Yep.
that one's
So-
not cutting through. Okay.
All right, and then once our apples are stewed down. You can remove the cloves from them.
Okay.
And you're just going to add this to a high-powered blender or food processor and get it pureed up.
So that's another, if you're going to start doing this, you really need a nice, good working blender
Yep.
because you're going to use that a ton, I
Well,
would
that's
imagine.
a nice size one, so you can make tons of it. Like you said, to freeze
Exactly.
for later.
So let's, you know what, we got to move things along.
Yep.
So these are just different things that you can boil up. We've got beets. We've got, what's in this container?
That's brown rice, which is great to add in when they get a little older. And then this is kefir if you're looking to get some probiotics into them. You can use this to thin out. So if you've got that,
Just give it a whirl. Let's talk about some of the, so it gets nice and smooth, depending on what the age of your child is. Sometimes you can leave it more chunky. Let's talk about some really cool containers. So back in the day when my kids were, you know, little people, when they made baby food, they put it in ice cube trays. And I always thought, yeah, that would work, but it's not a lot of portion, and it's, you know, but now they've come up with those are great.
these are really great because it is a good portion and they actually seal pretty well. So when you toss it in the diaper bag, you don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, we're on the
spilling.
go.
Yep.
So where would you get something like that?
I ordered these online, and I'm sure they've got even
They do
cooler
have them
ones
at Toys
now.
R Us.
Oh,
I know,
okay,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Those are fantastic. So just load up your containers. And how long, like, will a lot of this stuff freeze?
Oh, I'd say 6 months.
6 months.
Yeah.
Wow.
I never really worried about it, but they go through it fast enough.
Yeah.
That's fantastic for people
It's
who.
usually a lot of money.
Angie takes, you know, has a great website. She teaches classes and does workshops and things like that. Tell people how they can get a hold of you and find out more.
Yeah, I'm actually a postpartum doula, so my website is sacreddoor.com, and you can contact me through there and shoot me an email.
All right, thank you so much. Make your own homemade baby food. Save the money, and it's cheap too. I know those mac and cheese minis. Everybody's been dying to try those, so we'll dive into those next.
Well, it was super fun talking about babies, but now the mama's got to eat, right?
Gotta have
Eating the
these.
baby
Have
food.
you tried these?
Mac and cheese minis are really fun.
And
I just love
You're in the baby food.
I love how they're portable
Oh yeah.
and they're warm and.
Yumminess, comfort food. How's the baby food?
It's good actually. You can
Are you eating the baby food?
She's a brave lady.
It's good.
It is really
Stick to
good.
the mac and cheese.
That is not
Me too.
right. If you're gonna get it to the
Well, enjoy the bye week, ladies.
We will.
Yeah, so you'll have to tell us all about what happened on next week's show.
For sure.
Thank you so much for watching The Better Half. We'll see you next week.